Hello and welcome to the second of the last final episode of Movie Master Reviews before Christmas. Today's movie or movies are the Grumpy Old Men and its sequel, Grumpier Old Men. So, with the first Grumpy Old Men, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau were the comedy team back in the day, having had several hit films both together. But they had went solo for almost a couple of decades by that point, and weren't really working together as much. So naturally, when it was announced that Lemmon and Matthau would be collaborating again, it would actually be a big deal. So the movie is about what's the line between feud and a robbery? Two old curmudgeons, obviously played by Matthau and Lemmon, are living in snowy Minnesota, where their life just revolves around playing practical jokes and zingers, but it escalates when an attractive widow, played by Anne Margaret, moves into town, and naturally both are attracted to her, and it becomes who can win her heart while being extremely childish. This isn't about doing it. So, as far as the title goes, Grumpy Old Men, in retrospect, wasn't really that funny. Yeah, I mean, the story was kind of in retrospect, was kind of generic, and the characters kind of weren't really all thought out. It's apparently this revelation that apparently they were friends before, and the rivalry started over catching a fish or something. I actually found myself laughing more at the sequel than I was the first one. Probably because of the sequel had a little bit much better pacing. The first movie tried to stack almost the comedic stuff at the beginning, and I think that really hurt the film. And the second film did a much better job in terms of pacing. Now, the first movie was a big hit, but the second movie didn't really necessarily flop per se, but it wasn't as big as a hit as the first one was. Well, I liked both movies. I kind of deviate towards the sequel a little bit more. It's like I kind of felt like the sequel just had like a little bit more better time and better planning, even though it felt like it was a commission on the heels of this. So that was the Grumpy Old Men series, and apparently there was going to be a third called Grumpiest. Yes, use the page for the previous installments. And the next review, and I know you're probably going to be rolling your eyes thinking it's too soon, but Moana is calling. Wait. So, this is Movie Matt signing off, and have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.